So many of you know I'm an ephemera collector. Thank you, Linda Bell. And postcards specifically. And one of my postcard collector friends came to one of our meetings and he told me that he had a paperback book for me with a Scotty on it. And I thanked him for being very thoughtful, thinking of me. And meanwhile, I'm thinking, oh, it's probably one of those old classic paperbacks I have in my collection, but very thoughtful. And so a couple meetings later, I'd forgotten all about it, he brought it. And I was quite surprised because I didn't have it in my collection. And it is a New York Times bestselling author, Elizabeth Peters. It is titled Legend in Green Velvet. It has a Scotty bookend or doorstop on the cover, on the back, and the spine. Scotties are everywhere. And so I was destined to have this book to bring to the convention. There are, on the back cover, 2 reviews. Only 2. Both in big, bold letters. One from the Austin American-Statesman, where I'm from, and the other is from the Cincinnati Enquirer. Wow. So I haven't read the book yet. It takes place in Scotland. My friend that gave it to me, he did read it. He said there is no mention of a Scotty in the book whatsoever.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, yes. But this Scotty, if y'all take notice, is different than most we've seen. He's wearing a fabulous plaid jacket. And if anybody brings this to the auction, I'm bidding on it.
2 weeks ago on Half Price Day, I went into my Goodwill in Niles, Michigan, and I was kind of sad that day, and I was just looking for something to perk me up, so I bought a few things. But when I went through the toy section, sitting in the toys were 2 little Scotties, kind of dumped in there and looking pretty ragged. And when I looked at the tags on them, I thought, gee, I collect these musical Scotties, and I have not seen these tags before. So there was a lady standing by me, and she's watching me go over these things. And she said, those are interesting. And I said, you know, I think they're pretty old. And she said, I think they are too. Well, let me see it. So she just flips it up, and I had looked all over through the tag to see how old it was. And the tags are marked 1954.
Oh, wow.
So I was amazed. Number one, this one I call the little girl for no good reason, but just that she was in such good shape. When I was standing there, I thought, you know, I got to try this. It won't play. It truly won't play. So then I tried it. So anyway, this one plays 4 holiday tunes.
Oh, 4.
So I was amazed that it even worked. Well, when I looked at this little guy, well, to tell you, I forgot to tell you the part that on that Saturday I walked away from it and thought, I don't want to mess with this. They're not going to work. So on Tuesday was another half-price sale. So I go back on Tuesday, and there they are, still sitting, looking bedraggled. Now this little guy, as I turned him over, I thought he was so cute with the railroad hat, and he's got 3 tunes, and it says, squeeze my paw, and I'm squeezing the paw, and nothing is happening. So I turn him upside down, and it's all stained and crusty here, and I figured, well, this is the one that probably had the battery in it, and it asked it up, and it's probably not going to work. So I thought, I can't leave one and buy one. I bought them both. So that one was perfect. This one I got home, and I could barely get the zipper up, and as I'm taking it, the casing for the battery out, it's crumbling in my hand. The plastic is breaking off, and I thought, this is hopeless. I went on, I took it out, I held it together with my hand, crunched around that battery, and pushed this button, and so it just worked. So anyway, anyway, I glued it back together, put a ton of rubber bands around it, and I considered them, oh, I forgot the other part. They are puppets.
I'm Sullivan from Billerica, Massachusetts. I found this in a little antique shop in New Hampshire, and I thought, boy, this is a strange thing. Because if you're old enough to remember, if you went to formal dances, you had a dance program, and your beau or any of the other males that wanted to dance with you had to sign your dance program in order to be allowed to dance with you. This is from the Gamma of Alpha Omega Cron Pi. It's the spring formal, April 5th, 1935, held at the Penobscot Valley Country Club. And I don't know who decided this, of course, because I wasn't even alive then, but it is a Scotty dog on the front of the program. And it's, you know, you open it up and see who danced with the young lady at the spring formal. So I just thought that was a very unique item. And that's why I brought it. Thank you.
Good morning, Scotty folks. I'm Dee from Jersey, and I've been collecting for 50 years. I don't have it all, and I'm trying to downsize, but I just had to sell my mother's house, and I found in her jewelry her necklace that her mother gave her when she was 7. My mother is 91 and a half now, and my personal jeweler inspected it and told me it's marcasite. It's from Germany, and it's old. So I wanted to share it with you.